Hey, welcome back. This is Still Whiskey. My name's Rich.
I'm Vince.
I'm Devin.
And today we're cracking open Midwinter's Night's Dram Act 12, Scene 4, straight from the High West Distillery.
Yep.
Today,
Hot
for
press.
you.
Yep.
We're gonna get into it. Let's go.
Let's go.
So here we have it. Act 12, Scene 4, I think this one is. Act 12 being the year of the release. The 12th edition of Midwinter's. Scene 4 being the barrel. Came from. This is the 2024 release. Quite excited about this. We're always quite excited about this, if we're honest. Local here in Utah. Every October, it's that time of year.
That's right.
Just when it starts to get colder, campfire kind of time, fire pit kind of time. Pour some of that, and we'll get into it.
Yeah.
I do look forward to Midwinter's dropping here in Utah every year.
I feel like there's
become
always
like a staple.
Yeah, it is a staple, and it's fun to be here and to be a part of it. You know,
Right.
locally.
Right.
It is one of those things that feels like people love to love it and love to hate it, and
I mean,
there's just always a little bit of chatter around it.
Is there a lot of hate?
in previous years we've seen like it.
Like Act 10?
Yeah, 10 was pretty
Act
rough.
10 got some hate.
Yeah, but luckily Encore.
think we
the
loved
Encore.
Act 10.
No, we didn't, and the Encore saved it. I think.
Oh, Encore was
Right, that's
sensational.
what saved that
Encore
year.
is very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, but last year's 11 wasn't bad.
It was good. I thought it was great.
Yeah, no, I think it was a step in the right direction. We'll see how this one goes. But yeah, it came out today.
We did review Act 11. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Act 11 was really good. So hopefully we're building upon that. All right, what do you got?
So to finish my comment, because this guy interrupted me, so it came out today.
What I do?
We wanted to get a review out quick because we know a lot of you are looking for this, or you're into it, or just want to know what does it taste like, how does it turn compared to others, and
Yep. What is it? After taxes, it ended up being about 160. Is that right?
165.
at the distillery, yeah.
At the distillery, but that doesn't mean that the
Yeah.
stores aren't going to be more than that.
Yeah, we know last year the distillery for Act 11 was 125, prior to tax, and then I think it ended up being 150 at most other
yeah.
places, or at their retail. So we'll see how it turns out for across the nation, but we'll see if that bump in price, because they bumped it up every year,
I need to stop.
right?
I need to.
Or
Well, but it used to be 99 for a long time.
Yeah.
For several years it was
and then it went to
99 bucks.
125. I think it stayed there for 2 years, and then this year it's gone up again.
So it's getting spent. But then again, whiskey's getting spendier.
It is,
It's kind of part of the deal.
but there's rumors that it's younger than previous ones.
The rye in this.
The whiskey in this is
Wow.
younger. So we'll see.
I'm getting more dark fruits right on the nose
Yeah.
on that. Dark fruits, plum.
If I remember the other ones, it's more rye-y, for me at least,
Right.
on the nose than some of the others. But
There's a little bit of spearmint in there.
yeah, well, let's get into
Yeah, I
it.
get this spearmint. I get a little.
Yeah, I think I like it.
It's definitely, I think, more rye forward than we've had in the past. I think a lot of the
Oh, wow.
finishes
Wow, that's good.
previous years have not covered up the rye, but it's more impactful. This one I feel like, and that could be if it is
Yeah.
younger rye usually
Yeah.
has more of that mintiness that kind of comes
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
So
Rye whiskeys finished in tawny port barrels.
yeah.
For me, white peach, black tea. Like I said, plum comes through. The spice is right in the back.
The
Like fall
spices, the
spice.
spices later, it
Yeah.
feels less fruity than the others that I've had. The fruit is there,
Yeah.
but it's muted a little bit more.
It reminds me more of the black label, like double rise.
Yes, I said yes.
Barrel selects.
Yeah, than it does Midwinter's.
Huh.
I
like-
agree 100%.
Yeah, and so, which isn't bad. Like, it's a good finished rye, but is it worth the 150
So
or whatever you might be paying?
So two kind of opposing thoughts on this. When you take this, there's this like warm hug, kind of like winter's coming vibe, and I love that. But then at the same time, if they notch this up even 5 proof points,
Yeah.
this would be outstanding.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's always consistent, so they don't do it. So,
Yeah.
just my 2
I mean,
cents.
I feel like we can't really know if it's better than last year's if we don't try last year's.
Let's do it.
Let's get after it.
Let's do that.
Act 11,
But it,
busting out some.
Because I think that's going to be a big question for a lot of people. Is
Act
it worth
12
getting?
on your right, Act 11 on your left.
Yeah. Is it worth getting with the price increase, or is it worth not? I mean, I think that's the two.
right.
So tasting notes on the 12, covered a bunch of them. Raisin,
Interesting.
fig.
Wow.
For me, black tea more than I've had in a whiskey in a while. Vanilla comes through. Like I said, that white peach. I like that.
I couldn't agree with you more, Devin, about the black label finishes,
Yeah.
like the Malbec and the Chardonnay.
And that's usually because the
difference.
double ryes are going to be younger,
Yeah.
right? Like they are a younger rye.
Yeah.
But this 11 is that's pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
I think what it's going to come down to is what do you like? If you like that rye,
The rye forward.
a little bit of that minty eucalyptus like piece of the flavors, the notes that come out of that. This one's going to be a good one. It's a good. It has that all the rye notes with then the finish. If I just feel like it's not Midwinter's though, like that. Like all the previous ones we had, like it doesn't.
I don't know that I agree with that.
I mean, it's there. It's more refined than the Black Label. Like I'm using it as comparison,
Yeah.
but like.
You know,
And maybe it's just because like, you know, we've had the 9, 10, 11. Maybe this is how it used to be in the past. I haven't had anything earlier than 8. And
Maybe.
I think the port influence still comes through. For me
no,
personally.
no, the port is there,
The port
yeah.
influence is definitely what makes Midwinter set apart.
yeah.
I really like it. I really like it. What do you think compared to the 11? Because we were really hot on the 11. We really liked the 11, especially compared after the 10. 10 we were not big fans of. 11 we really liked.
When the 11 hits my mouth, there's a sweetness, there's a high viscosity. It feels like Midwinter's is supposed to feel.
Yeah.
Whereas the 12 misses that just by a bit.
Yeah. The finish on the 11 I like a lot more than the 12.
These are really good whiskeys.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I want to be clear, they're both really good whiskeys.
Yeah.
So.
yeah, it's just, you know, is it, if you like the 11 and you don't like maybe more of some of the rye notes that you'll get out of it, it may not be for you.
Like I mentioned mint on this one.
Yeah.
I don't think I mentioned
No.
any mint on this at
Yeah.
all.
No.
And so I do think that 12 is better than 10 for sure. Do I think that it is better than 11? I think it's really close, but I'd probably give the edge to 11.
yeah.
I think that it is better than 10, but not by a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Hater.
Yeah, I like the 11 more, but that's my palate. That's for me what Midwinter's feels like. This feels like a High West finished rye.
Yes.
Interesting. All right. So experience ratings, give it a grade.
On the 12.
On the 12. Park the 11 for a minute. We already did it. Give the 12 a grade.
Let me ask you a question before we do that.
Yeah.
Is my grade secluded to Midwinter's?
Your experience of this whiskey.
You just
Period.
drank it. How do you grade your experience you just had?
Of the whiskey.
Okay.
Whatever you want to say.
That feels harsh. It feels harsh. To me, it feels harsh.
C plus.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it might be a B minus.
And I could go C plus. I can't go B minus.
I say
I can't
maybe
go
a B minus. Like,
I can't go. B
I just, for me, I like the experience that I have gotten from previous years than I do this one.
I would go B minus on this. I think it is better than we're giving it credit for. Probably in part because we love the 11 so
Yeah.
much. What about value? Now remember, keep in mind we're getting this direct from the distillery at $150 plus tax, comes out say $165. Might be more when it reaches MSRP and hits store shelves. What about value? Knowing that it's jumped up.
And
It's getting spendy.
I bought it
You're getting
once.
up there.
I bought it once because I like it completing the set.
There you go. So how much will you pay to maintain the set?
If I wasn't completing the set, if I didn't have any Midwinters, this is my first one. For that price, it probably would be a D.
Wow.
That's the taking the one in here, because that's gonna be some of you out there. It's like you haven't had one before. For me, it's always gonna be a buy one time because
you want to have
it always that's the floor. The floor is buy one time because I want to have it to complete the set. Like, I think there's just for the limited releases, like, I mean, you look at other limited yearly releases from companies or distilleries, like it's not more expensive than others.
Yeah.
And so I'd say for me, it's a C, but I could see some people having a regret on this because
it's spending. I mean, you're getting up there. Go ahead.
Here's what I'm gonna say. For me, it's a C. It borderlines going under because, and for me, I bought 2 of them. Okay, and that is not my best choice.
This is coming from a guy
That's not my best choice. I wish that I didn't buy 2 of them. I am glad that I bought 1.
I mean, you technically haven't paid yet, have you?
I have.
Oh, you did.
Can I pull it back?
No,
Refund.
No, I'm glad that I have it. I don't need to, but I do have to.
Yeah.
So you would grade this a C on the almost D.
I'm gonna give it a C. I'm gonna give. The thing is that it's Midwinters. It's. I'm always gonna buy it.
I know. Yep.
So that's where I'm at. So that's why I'm at a C. So for me, just this one time, when I say that, I mean I'll only buy 1 of the Act 12. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to buy Act 13 and 14 and 15. Why? Because it's fantastic whiskey. However, I'll also say Midwinters, great as it is, it's not something I like on a random Tuesday in the spring. I go, oh, let's have some Midwinters.
Yeah.
No.
So I don't reach for it all the time, so it lasts me a long time. So again, picking one up every year is no big deal, even with the price hikes. Do I love them?
Yeah.
No. Am I still going to buy it? Yes.
If you didn't have any of the other Midwinters, and this was your first time hearing about it, all that, and you picked this up with that experience that you had, is the value at the same? Like, take away all the other stuff, like, right? Like, that's what I'm saying is, like, if this is your first go at Midwinters, I would say
That's tough.
try to find Act 11. It might be cheaper, and it's going to possibly be a better
I mean, on
Midwinter
secondary,
experience.
these are already popping off at $300.
Those people are dumb.
Tell me how you really feel.
They always, every year they do.
Don't sugarcoat for me. Just lay it on me. Like, what do you really think?
Yeah.
Either way, at the end of the day, it's still whiskey.
It is.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Give us a comment. Let us know what you think. Act 11 or Act 12.
Yeah.
And we're actually talking about this earlier, of doing a 8, 9, 10, 11, 12
Maybe take out
lineup.
10.
Maybe drop 10 from
Yeah,
the lineup.
You gotta make sure that 10 is as bad as you think it is.
Oh, we know.
That's actually true. Maybe we blind them. Let us know in the comments what you think we should do. Either way, it's still whiskey. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
We love
Cheers.
you. We'll see you.
See ya.